America's obsession with obesity and weight loss has been around, of course, for decades. And the science behind what's really healthy for you seems to change as quickly as your diet. We have low fat, low carb, high protein. You get the picture. In her new book, Body of Truth, Harriet raises questions about studies which suggest dieting makes people thinner or healthier. In fact, she says just the opposite is true. And she joins us now from Syracuse University. Harriet, start with this. We were talking in the break. I've got a couple of boxes of Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies in my office. I have been holding off. I've been being good, but you say I should be able to eat them.
You can eat them, just don't eat them all at once. Eat them when you really, really want them, enjoy them, and stop eating them when you're done.
That would probably be about every day of my life. But anyway, as we look at this, explain the principles here, because often we joke that every day you have a new study. Red wine's good for you, red wine's not good for you. Eat chocolate, don't eat milk chocolate, eat dark chocolate. And it seems as this changes all the time. Is this new information or is this junk science?
Well, one thing about studies, they rely on statistics, and statistics lie. You can spin data lots of different ways, and what I've learned in spending 5 years with the research is that there's a lot of things we just don't know yet. We really don't understand. So I think it's always good to take a study with a grain of salt and know how it was done, know the methodology, and always look at the bigger picture too. That's what I've learned.
When it comes to the bigger picture, though, there's sort of the culture of dieting, of being thin, of fitness in America has taken on a lot of forms. And a lot of folks will tell you that their 8-year-old daughter is on a diet and that kind of thing. Is there a psychological component to this also that can be dangerous?
Oh, absolutely. Back when I was growing up, the average age for a girl to diet was 14. Now it's 8. So that's the average, which means girls as young as 2, 3, 4, 5 are conscious about weight, feel badly about their bodies, are critical of themselves, and that has huge repercussions down the line for everyone, no matter what they weigh.
And this is personal in a way for you, right?
It is personal. I mean, like most women in America, I struggled with weight for most of my life, and then my daughter developed anorexia when she was 14, and that kind of gave me a different look from another angle at the toxic culture that we have developed around dieting and thinness and appearance.
Well, there's certainly a culture around that. So have you been able to find any correlation as it relates between being healthy and being thin? So often we're told, obviously, there's the issue of looking good, but everybody says, oh, lose weight and you're going to be healthier. It lowers your blood pressure. It makes your joints work better. All of a sudden, you're going to live to be 142, those kinds of things.
Right. No, if you really look at the data, there's a lot of factors that go into health, how long you live, disease, but there seem to be some other things, and that's actually great news. It's not about being thin. It's about what kinds of behaviors you actually engage in. So, for example, the best thing you can do for yourself is get some physical activity most days that you really enjoy. It might make you thinner, it might not, but it's definitely going to improve your health.
I like that. Go for a run and then eat the Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. I don't know why I'm thinking about them so much. But anyway, as you look at this quickly as we wrap up here, have you gotten a lot of traction out of this? I know the book's coming out in a couple of days. Are people interested in this? Do you have a lot of doctors who are coming out saying, all right, this makes sense all of a sudden if you eat healthy rather than eat to be thin and work out to be healthy?
Well, there are people who line up on both sides of this issue, and I think there's a lot of money at stake in maintaining the sort of diet culture that we have. So some people see it as good news, some people not so much.
All right, there it is. Harriet Brown, Body of Truth, comes out in a couple of days. Appreciate your time and insight. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Uma?
Okay. Well, coming up, how